2 years ago, I launched a campaign controversy at UN in New York. I was very nervous before that speech. The nerves were followed by a tremendous high immediately afterwards, and a crossing low a few days after that. And my best hopes and my worst fear were confirmed all at once. I had opened Pandora's box to a standing ovation and almost simultaneously a level of critique I had never experienced in my life, and the beginning of what would become a series of threats. The last 2 years has been a baptism of fire, to say the least, where I learned just how little I know and also how much. It was my scary first steps as an activist, a word I never imagined that I would use to deprive myself. So reading the application of activists who applied here for one young world scholarship was surprising to me. Here I was reading the story of people from nearly 200 different countries from around the world, with experiences that I couldn't even imagine. They were so out to me. And yes, their nose looked like my nose. The same theme emerged over and over and over again. There was so much overlap within the thing that I have been thinking about and that I have been juggling with that, because the truth is, it has never been about being an activist. It was about the joy to make myself visible, and the choice that you make to do that too. Apart from the significant progress the world has made in the cause of equality, the bad thing about the last 2 years has been this: finding people from such diverse experiences and community that I found that I have something in common with. This is a community of artists, spiritual teachers, dreamers, thinkers, doers, who work together and support each other. For the first time in my life, I found my sisterhood, a brotherhood, however you want to describe it. I found my tribe. My hopes for you while you're here is that you will find some of your tribe too. I really needed mine. Bobby Kennedy, when he was senator for New York, says, "Each time a man or woman stands up for an ideal or act to undo the laws of order, or strikes out against injustice, he stands for a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers whose ripple build a current that can sweep down the mighty world of oppression and decision." That's what we are doing. We, the anti-spectrum of feminist movement, are building an unstoppable current for which we need liberal pulse from every age, trade, ability, walk of life, from every human experience. I feel gender equality is as important as any other article that we are here to discuss, and actually, if anything, it's even more important because it intersects with every single other issue that we face. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. And the both forces need to be lifted up to perspective. They need to work together in order to make the world go round. Except you are here as one your world because you do something important. And it is so exciting to see you all come together in one room because one young world isn't about things and me except us individual can do, but what we can do. Working together, supporting and listening to each other. It's in that spirit that I am delighted to introduce 9 activists who are the first recipients of the One Young World Scholarship that I'm very honored to have in my name. They are working to rescue real progress toward a gender equal world, and I hope that their story will inspire you as much as they have inspired me. In a moment, I'm going to ask them to come onto the stage, but before I do, I want to offer a few statements of my own that I have struggled with and continue to struggle with on a daily basis, but I have found inspiring. I want to ask you to take a moment. You can keep your eyes closed or keep them open, and ask yourself if they have any truth for you in them. I am willing to be seen. I am willing to speak up. I am willing to keep going. I am willing to listen to what others have to say. I am willing to go forward even when I feel wrong. I am willing to go to bed at night at peace with myself. I am willing to be my biggest, bestest, most powerful self. These 7 statements scare the absolute shit out of me, but I know what they are at the crux of it all. At the end of the day, and when on the day comes, I know that they are the way that I want to have this my life. I know each one of you probably will of one of these statements in the last 48 hours, and if you have, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's truly an honor to be here with you all. Thank you.